Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Julie Creffield here, community engagement strategist and creative business mentor. And doesn't it feel like the first day back at school today? I don't know about you. So I just thought I would jump in and just talk to you about something that's been playing on my mind over the Christmas period, particularly the period between Christmas and New Year. So if you're jumping on the call, do let me know that you're here. Otherwise it sounds like just some kind of monologue and that is boring. So tell us if you're back in the office today, what your intentions are and what your goals are for this week. So this is what I want to talk to you about, this idea of January being the time that we set all of our plans in action, right? Now, I do set plans in January, right? So it's not like I'm just winging it all of the time, right? I do set goals, I do create plans, I do think about strategy. Morning, Rachel, morning, Sandy. But here's the thing. You are not going to have a shit year in business because you don't sort out your plan this week. Right? You do not have to have all of your shit together today, tomorrow, by Friday. Like there's so much noise at the moment online about goal setting and, you know, getting your strategy pinned down. And like, if that resonates with you, absolutely go for it. But we also know that we are living through extraordinary times. And for many of us, particularly women, and I know we've got men in the group as well, but particularly for women, schools are not going back, right? For many places across the country, schools are not going back. We've got kids at home, right? Luckily, Rose is still asleep, which is unusual. It's 9:52 and Rose is asleep. But here's the thing. Last year, I didn't have my shit together at the start of the year. I didn't even really know what I was doing. I didn't have a strategy until around February, March time. And then COVID hit, right? But what I did do was have an intention. I'd set an intention. I knew what I desired, right? So think about, what is it that you desire? What is it you desire this year? And listen to the stories that come up about whether that's possible or not. Right? Because what you desire will inform your planning. It will inform your strategy. It will inform your tactics. But if you're starting with tactics, if you're starting with strategy, like, what are you working towards? Now, if you're watching this on the replay, do put in hashtag replay, because it really helps for other people to see this stuff. A few announcements, like what's going to be going down in, in my world. January is always a busy time for me because of my plus size fitness business. And for those of you that don't know, I'm CEO of a company called 2 Fat to Run, which is a plus size fitness that helps women to take action and to live healthier and happier lives. And so January is always a busy time for me, but it's also a busy time in my business coaching world because of all of the things I've just talked about. You know, I need to pin things down. And so over the next few weeks, I am going to be helping you guys to really start the year off well, right? That's not to say it's all about pinning all of your plans down, but it's about giving you some tools to really help you succeed this year. And part of my planning in terms of what I'm going to be delivering for you guys is about what I needed last year. What were the things that made the biggest difference to me? And I had extraordinary growth last year. I increased my turnover by 150%, more than that, about 160%, maybe even a little bit more than that. But the point is, I didn't know at the start of the year how that was going to happen. But I think the two things that really made a big difference to me, number one, nailing my niche, right? I have been a community engagement strategist for 20 plus years in different guises. I've worked as a consultant, I've worked as a project manager, but it's always been about engaging communities. But I'd never found the words to describe it. So when I was talking about being a business coach this time last year, I was talking about being the no bullshit business coach. Like, there are plenty of no bullshit business coaches. That is not a niche. It is, but it isn't, right? What makes me unique is my experience in building communities, both online and offline, right? And so the moment I pinned that down, it just made things easier for me. So now your niche is a free 7-day training, which I'm going to be doing in my Leading from the Back free Facebook community. Please sign up for the challenge, because it means you get all the videos and the handouts and all of that. It's a brilliant challenge. I'm really good at this stuff. It's jam-packed full of learning. It's not just about an upsell. There's always an upsell, but this, you can come and really get some great takeaways and really transform the way you talk about your business on this free 7-day challenge. It starts on Friday. The doors open on Friday, but the work starts on Monday, really. So that's one of the things that I'm doing. The other thing that I'm going to do, which I'm so excited about, is I am committing to doing rooms in Clubhouse. Now, I know there's been a big buzz about Clubhouse over the last few weeks. I've been on Clubhouse for about 2 weeks now, and I am loving it. I am loving it, loving it, loving it. I just think it levels the playing field. And so for those of you that are not on it yet, don't get frustrated. Like, there is a process. The way they've marketed this is genius. The FOMO that they have created, the fear of missing out, has been incredible. If you want to get an invite, reach out to the people that you know in person that are on it. The people that you're likely to have your phone number is in their phone, right? Which has been a big wake-up call for me, because I don't do a lot of phone calls. So when I have had an invite to give away, and you get them for participating, it's like a treat for participating. I've had to reach out to people and go, go on, give me your phone number so that I can send you the invite. So speak to the people that you know in real life, that you know have your email, your phone number, and go in there with an attitude of exploration, right? And look at it from an opportunity of how can I organically bring new people into my world, right? I got an inquiry yesterday from a celebrity chef who has, I don't know how many thousands of followers, but she inquired about my services based on hearing me talk briefly. I spoke for about 45 seconds on a call yesterday, and she reached out to me on Instagram to ask about my stuff, right? And that is how quickly this platform can work. So my commitment is I'm going to be doing loads of stuff over there. So on Friday at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be doing an open session about how I feel Clubhouse can help us to build community, which is my area of expertise. I'm also going to find a way at some point, either today or tomorrow, to jump in and do one about bios and why bios are really, really important. Not only on that platform, because you have to have a bio on that platform, but on all of the platforms that we're on. So I am not saying that I'm not going to be engaging in Facebook, because Facebook is where I've built my business so far, but I am really excited about this new platform. And particularly if you can get in now, it gives you just a little bit of a head start, which I think is great. So if you are on Clubhouse, come and find me. I am at Julie Creffield, very simple. So that's the second thing. I am going to be coming in and doing lives in this group, particularly after Now Your Niche is over. I don't know how frequently they will be, and there are definitely new things in the pipeline. The Tribe Builder quiz, or the Tribe quiz, where you can find out what your style of tribe leadership is. It's a really good way for you to start to think about some of the concepts and the language that I use when it comes to the concept of being a tribe leader. And you can see that. I'm really bad at this. There we go. You can see that just there. And then the final thing I want to talk to you about is about planning, right? But it's not about planning in a real like way. It's just about getting the thoughts from your head onto paper. And I have this wonderful little document here. It's called the Get Engaged Strategy Planner. It's a very simple monthly planner. I use this every month in my business. At the beginning of the month, I sit down and I think, right, what is my focus this month? Is it about increasing my visibility? Is it about list building? Is it about prepping for a launch? Is it about being in launch? Is it about sales? And then I track my metrics to see what's increased month to month. But most importantly, I sketch out what I'm going to say. Like, what do I need to be talking about when to be able to get people into my world, you know? So it's not about perfection. Like, I scribble on this all month long, and it's just a way of getting it out of my head onto paper. I know some people use things like Trello and Asana and all of that kind of stuff. I'm a pen and paper girl. Like, this really works for me. So if you want a copy of this, you just need to sign up for my newsletter. So, and if you're in one of my coaching groups, you get it anyway. So yeah, like, just go back to basics. What do you want to say, right? And I know for those of you that are homeschooling this week and you know, maybe taking a little bit longer to get into practice, what if you just put one thing on each of those boxes, one question that you're going to ask, one article that you're going to share? Like, you know, we don't have to be constantly reinventing the wheel. Like, we are creating content all of the time. The world doesn't need more content. The world needs more engagement, you know, and to repurpose the content that is really good. So I hope that is helpful. Eve says, can you have 2 profiles on Clubhouse? Not sure. Probably. You probably need 2 phone numbers. I don't know. I don't know enough about it in terms of the nuts and bolts. But what I'm really interested in is, from a tribe builder perspective, how can this, you know, what role does this platform play that other platforms don't? And just for an example, like, I couldn't sleep last night for whatever reason. I was awake at about 3 and I was like, it is quite addictive. And I was like, I wonder what's going on at 3 a.m. on the Clubhouse. And so I just jumped in to see what was going on. And there was a conversation with, and I don't know if you guys know who this person is. There's a person called Wiley, who is like a UK grime artist. And he was up at 3 with like a couple of hundred people talking about the future of grime music. Like, it was really fascinating to see people speaking to their hero and him being like really like just normal and everyday and not putting on any airs and graces. And I think that is where I feel the real potential is. Yes, there are people on there doing really like salesy, like, I can show you how to make $1 million in 10 minutes kind of stuff. There's a lot of willy wagging going on. Like, seriously, there is a lot of willy wagging going on. A lot of the big internet gurus are on it. It's like they're on it 24/7. Every time I go on it, I'm like, you're here again? Are you not doing any work? And what's interesting, if you think about that, these people that are already making millions, they have a team to do their stuff. So they can spend hours and hours on Clubhouse. I cannot spend hours and hours on Clubhouse, so I have to be a little bit strategic. But at the moment, I'm enjoying it. I'm being open to it. And, you know, in the matter of 2 weeks, I've got about 300 followers, which, you know, I'm not doing anything to get those followers. I haven't even hosted my own room yet. So if you are interested in Clubhouse, come and find me. Ask the people that you know for invites. You will get one eventually, so just be patient and just be open to it. I'm running a thing on Friday at 1 o'clock, and I'm hoping to do one another time during this week about the importance of bios. So print out your planner, make some notes, but just know you can still have a super successful year, even if you don't get your shit together until March, till October, till November next year. Like, January is such an arbitrary month, like, you know, and it's a really challenging month to be like firing on all cylinders. Like, as humans, I don't even think we're supposed to be like working like that, you know. We're supposed to be still in hibernation. So allow yourself to still be in hibernation. I mean, I'm still in my jammies, like, come on. Right, have a great week, and hopefully I will see you in one of my groups soon. Mwah.